Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You are looking live at Blair Taylor High School's baseball field as this afternoon Zaleski Sports proudly brings you WIAA Division IV sectional baseball, the Highland Cardinals and the Boscobel Bulldogs. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Anderson here doing play-by-play this afternoon. To my left, the maestro of the modulator, Mr. Steve Maves. Let's look at the starting lineups for the Highland Cardinals on defense. Coyer Zadrazil is on the hill this afternoon. Caden Washa, his catcher. Bennett Smith at first. Jack Terrell at second. John Dreschmeyer at short. Davis DeRoda at third. The outfield for the Cardinals. Landis Newberry in left. Cooper Olson in center. Wes Krasinger in right. Terry Kuhl, the head coach of Highland. Going back to my roots, I started teaching in 1986, and it was at Highland Public Schools, and I just ran into Cooper Olson's dad and to Jack Terrell's dad. They were part of my junior high boys basketball team that never lost a game in 2 years. Boscobel Bulldogs come in as the number 8 seed, head coached by James Marks. 5-9 in the SWAL and 13-12 overall. How did they get here? The Bulldogs defeated number 9 seed Potosi Cassville 5-3. Then in a pitcher's duel, they defeated number 1 seed Seneca 1-0 and knocked off DeSoto, the number 5 seed, 4-2 to get here to the sectional semifinal. They will play Pittsville, the winner of this game. In the past 3 years, Boscobel has lost to Mineral Point, New Glarus, and Westby, all in the first round. Leading off for the Bulldogs, who are sporting the red tops with the gray pants, white helmets, will be Cameron Lose, then Briar Wayne, and Todd Miller. Shout out to my brother-in-law, Gene Frymiller, who may be watching in Boscobel. Anybody that remembers Chris Frymiller? That's the lucky girl I got married to. No, I'm lucky. She's not. And we're underway here from Blair Taylor. Count is even at 1-1. A pitch in the dirt. Well, in the turf. There we go. Now I can see a little bit better. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, center field. Olson will track it down and make the catch for the first out. One down brings up Briar Wayne. Briar Wayne playing shortstop this afternoon for the Bulldogs.
One down for the Bulldogs.
at this
Nobody on. We'll bring up their
this game, it's the lower seed will be the visiting team. It is a unique pairing between a 6 and an 8. And that pitch in the turf for ball 1. Todd Miller on deck for the Bulldogs. Boscobel finished 6th in the Swall. Fenimore finished 1st, and Cuba City finished 2nd. And ironically, Cuba City and Fenimore are playing each other in Osseo this afternoon in a D3 game. Doesn't seem to happen very often. We'll talk about Highland here in a second. Count is 2-0. The pitch. Ground ball to second. Terrell over to Smith for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Todd Miller. Highland finished at 9-7 in the 6 Rivers and 14-12 overall.
Left fielder, number 11, Tyler Miller.
Knocked off number 11 Wazika Steuben, number 3 Ithaca, and number 2 River Ridge in a pitcher's duel, a 9-inning game that they won 1-0. And the Cardinals in the last 3 years, 2 of the last 3 years, they've gone out in the first game and they lost in the regional final in 2023. One and one. The count. Almost lost my book. There we go. To Miller. Fly ball to right. And it's going to drop in for a base hit. So a 2-out base hit for Todd Miller. Brings up the cleanup hitter, Jaron Weekey.
Miller rips a 2-out single to right to give the Bulldogs life with 2 outs. Runner at first. It'll be their catcher, number 6, Jaron Wiaki.
A Wiaki, Yeah, Wiaki. I stand corrected. And a swing and a miss to Wiaki. Sorry about that, friends. I'll blame it on Gene, my brother-in-law. You can contact him at Gene Freimiller, courtesy of Boscobel. 0-1 the 0-2 the 1-2. Pardon me. 0-1 the count. There we go. I'm in kind of an odd spot to see the scoreboard. Count is even at 1-1. I'll just look to my left. Steve is on the ball with that. We kind of got the bases to light up too now to show base runners, so that's good. The pitch. Foul back. 1-2. 2 outs. Wiaki, it's 1-2 to him. Koyer Zadrazil for Highland. Number 4, the Cardinals in the white tops and pants with the red pinstripes, old-style lettering, block lettering in the front of the chest. Runner goes. Pitch is low for a ball, and Miller will advance to second base.
Miller swipes second base. How is 2-2 to Wiaki?
Now it's 2-2 to Wiaki. The pitch. Foul out of play. Winner will take on number 1 seed Pittsville, and I believe they flip a coin for that one. We'll be here for that game as well. Scheduled for 4, could be a lot earlier, maybe 3. Weather not a factor this year. Runner goes, and he's out. Caught stealing was Miller, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the first. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
Bottom of the first inning, let's look at the defense for the Boscobel Bulldogs. Landon Hazley's on the hill for Boscobel. Jaron WIAA is his battery mate. Drew Sander is at first. Kipton Brown, second baseman. Briar Wayne at short. Wyatt Anderson at third. The outfield left to right. Todd Miller, Cameron Luce, and Gunnar Wayne. James Marks, head coach of Boscobel. Highland Cardinals come into this at 14-12. They finished fourth in the Six Rivers. Cooper Olson, their leading batter, hitting .341. Bennett Smith, .329. RBI leaders tied between Caden Washaw and John Dreschmeyer with 16. Coyer Zadrazil, who you see right now pitching with 8 wins, leads the team. John Dreschmeyer with 3 wins. Bottom of the first, and Highland will lead off with Cooper Olson. I believe his dad is Joel, one of my players from back in the day. Seems like just a couple years ago, but it was 39. Here's the first pitch from Hazley, and it's a strike. It'll be Cooper Olson, John Dreschmeyer, and Davis DeRota. Ground ball to short. Wayne, the Sander, 1 up, 1 down.
Olson grounds out to shortstop.
John Dreschmeyer, the shortstops, will step in. Again, the Cardinals in the white tops and white pants with the red pinstripes. Block old-style lettering on the front of the chest and old-style numbers on the back. Swing and a miss for strike 1 to Dreschmeyer. And Hazley working quick here, no time wasted. Gets the sign and he goes. Strike. 0-2 to Dreschmeyer. A battle of 4s today. Both pitchers wearing the number 4. Hazley for Boscobel and 4 for Zadrazil for Highland. The pitch fouled off. Don't usually see an 8 and a 6 advance to sectionals, but yet here we are. You never know. You get on a roll in this time of the season and anything can happen. Chopper, and it's going to be fair over to first and thrown away. So an E5 on Wyatt Anderson. That ball looked like it was going to go foul, as Anderson was in foul territory when he fielded it. The ball remained in fair territory. And that'll put Dreschmeyer at first with 1 away, and Davis DeRota will step in the bat. Number 3 hitter for the Cardinals. Winner takes on number 1 seed Pittsville. We'll have that game for you as well. Throw with over to first, back in time. Landon Hazley wearing that baseball cap cocked a little bit to the left side. Flat bill. Snap throw back to first. They're keeping him close. John Dreschmeyer not getting too much of a lead. Good snap throw by WIAA. Hazley, the pitch. High for ball. 2-0 count to DeRota. Wes Krasinger on deck for Highland. The pitch. High for ball 3. Throw down to second. And he's in there with a stolen base is Dreschmeyer.
Dreschmeyer with the stolen base, with the runner at second base for the Cardinals. Still 1 out.
1 out.
And a 3-0 count to DeRota.
And Dreschmeyer in scoring position. 3-0 count to DeRota. Popped up out of play over our heads. I don't know if you can see it in your screen, but out in the outfield past the fence up on the hill there, you've got you got great views. Take a lawn chair and set yourself out. Ground ball to short. off the third, off of Anderson's glove, and it's going to dribble into left field and then back to the shortstop. So back-to-back E5s have put runners at the corners with one out for Highland.
Dorota advances the first on the chop with the third.
So Wyatt Anderson having a little trouble at third base on the turf. And Wes Krasinger, the batter.
Wes Krasinger.
Pitch called the ball. Landon Hazley, unique socks go almost to the knees, and then the pants stop at the top of the knees, so you get sock, knee, pants. The pitch popped up. It's going to be playable. And no call. It's a delayed dead ball. You saw the collision between the batter and the first baseman, and they're going to call him out. Krasinger is going to be called out for obstruction. So it'll be the second out. And they're going to discuss it. That'll bring up Bennett Smith. Now, he was in the running track. Krasinger was in the running path. It was going to be a foul ball, but you just can't mow over the defender. And starts him out with a strike, Smith. Runner still at the corners, but now two out. Bennett Smith hitting .329 on the season. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. That's going to score a run. So a two-out RBI single for Bennett Smith. Puts Highland on the board 1-0.
Bennett Smith with an RBI single up the middle, puts the Cardinals ahead first, 1-0. With two outs, Highland has runners at first and second for number 8, second baseman, Jack
Dorota at second base. Smith at first, and Jack Terrell. Another one of my former players from back in the day in Highland. Nice community, southwest Wisconsin. Ground ball through the hole at short. And they're going to hold the runner up at third. And bases are loaded with two outs as Terrell rips a single to the left.
Terrell's going to load the bases for Highland. Still two outs.
Two outs. Kind of this. Coyer Zadrazil, the pitcher, trying to help out his cause here. Base hit, would score at least one, maybe two. Hazley's pitch. Hit him, and he'll get an RBI the hard way. And that'll bring in the second run of the game as Dorota will come in.
Zadrazil is hit by the pitch.
And not a good start for Boscobel here in the bottom of the first. Landis Newberry, the left fielder. And we've got a courtesy runner. It's going to be number 33.
Courtesy running for the pitcher will be number 33,
Connor Washa. So Connor Washa at first. Newberry. Swing and a miss. I don't know if he fouled that off or not. Count is 0-2. Two outs, bases loaded, and Newberry the batter. And Landon Hazley, after getting the first out, back-to-back errors by his third baseman, started this 2 runs coming in for the Highland Cardinals. One and two. And down on strikes goes Newberry, but the Cardinals come up with 2 here in the bottom of the first. We head to the second. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Whether you need deep sleep, beauty sleep, or just need to sleep it off, Mall Furniture has a huge selection of double-sided comfort sleep mattresses. When it's time for a double, it's no trouble. You'll flip over our great prices. There's 2 great sides to this mattress story, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. It's double-sided or nothing.
Get your perfect comfort sleep mattress from Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
See you on the flip side.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school baseball. We're sectionals here this afternoon at Blair Taylor High School. Joe Anderson, joined by production by Steve Maves, one of the best in the business. Boscobel here in the top of the second inning will bring up Jaron WIAA, Kipton Brown, and Landon Heasley. Boscobel finished 6th in the Southwest Activities League. Fenimore and Cuba City 1 and 2, Mineral Point 3rd, Riverdale in 4th, Southwestern in 5th. Darlington and Iowa Grant finished 7th and 8th respectively. And a big swing and a miss by WIAA for strike 1. Tip of the cap to the Bulldogs, knocked off a number 1 and a number 5 to get here. Number 1, Seneca. At Seneca. They had a run like this in the late 80s. Boscobel did, where I believe they went to state. Finished in the middle of the pack in their conference, swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes WIAA for the first out. Zadrazil throwing BBs here. Number 16 now steps in. Kipton Brown, the Bulldogs wearing their red tops with the white stripe across, just like the old Houston Astros unis. Those are coming back. Kind of almost like the 83 and 84 White Sox. That was a new branding type of baseball. Yeah, more like the White Sox from 83. And the saying for that team from Chicago in 83, winning ugly. They won their division by the 1st of September and then lost to Baltimore in the ALCS. Fouled back. 1 and 2 to Brown. Landon Heasley on deck for the Bulldogs. Zadrazil pitching from the stretch. And another strikeout, back-to-back Ks for young Mr. Zadrazil. 2 down. Heasley the batter, number 6 in the lineup in the batting order.
Nobody out for the pitcher, Landon Heasley.
Zadrazil starts him out with a ball. Talked to my former coach from high school, Joe Vitsenda. I asked him why so many kids now don't go from the windup, they go from the stretch all the time. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 2, and he said he does it all the time now. It's just easier to just teach one pitching move instead of doing 2 or 3 different things. 2-1 now the count to Heasley. Drew Sander on deck for Bosco. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Dreschmeyer over to Smith, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the second. 2-0 Highland. You're watching high school baseball on.
Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
We're back here at Blair Taylor High School. Joe Anderson and Steve Maves bringing you this D4 sectional semifinal matchup between Boscobel and Highland. Bottom of the second inning. Highland will bring up the number 9 hitter, Caden Washa, then top of the order in Cooper Olson, and then John Dreschmeyer. Every once in a while I stumble upon some of my old Highland gear polos that I used to wear back in the day. They won't fit anymore. I blame my wife. She washed them in too hot of water. They shrunk.
Leading off for the Cardinals in the bottom half of the second.
That's a joke, by the way. Okay. Washoe leads things off, the catcher for the Cardinals. Hazley struggled in the first. Ground ball knocked down by Wayne. It's short, but he can't come up with it. I'm going to give him a base hit. That was a tough play.
Hard hit infield single for Washoe. Puts a runner at first.
That'll bring up the top of the order, and Cooper Olson, who grounded out to Wayne in the first.
Number 14, center fielder Cooper Olson.
The Cardinals hitting a lot to left in the shortstop. Hazley comes set. Throw over to first. Not in time. One on, nobody out, and top of the order, Cooper Olson. Fly ball to left field, but it's going to go foul. Thank you for watching us this afternoon, tuning in to Zaleski Sports. Pleasure to bring you these games on the network. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Big shout out to Steve Mays, my producer, one of the best in the business. Ground ball to short, could be two. No, through the wickets of Wayne, and now we've got runners at first and second and nobody out. That's another hard hit ball. Every ball seems to be finding Briar Wayne here in the bottom of the second inning. And John Dreschmeyer, who reached on an error by Wyatt Anderson at third, stole a base and ended up scoring on a hit batter. Big swing and a miss for strike one. Oh, and 1 the count. Runners at first and second. Pitch inside for, well, called a strike. Infield fly rule in effect. Fake throw back to second. By the way, if you notice, we've got 3 umpires. Once you get to sectionals, they work with a 3-man crew. And that pitch high for a ball. Ground ball knocked down at third. And a base hit. And everything going to the left side. And Wyatt Anderson we checked, and it's going to be the third error on Wyatt Anderson here to load the bases. Every ground ball seems to find either Wyatt Anderson at third or Briar Wayne at short. And they've either gone through the wickets or been misplayed. Oh, that's a big swing and a miss for Davis DeRota. Nobody out, bases loaded. Can Landon Hazley get out of this jam? He's working fast. And that pitch is low for a ball. But 1-2 the count. The pitch. Inside for a ball, 2-2. Hazley. Whoa! What a defensive play. And Hazley, my goodness, caught it in the glove and in the left thigh, left thigh. Made the catch. That was right back at him. And tossed it to second to get the double play. Boy, that had to hurt. Oof. And they're attending to Landon Hazley. My goodness. That'll make the highlight reels tonight, won't it, Steve? You're only 60 feet, 6 inches away from home plate, and I'll tell you, Davis DeRota hit that ball right on the button. And he caught it. Combination of club and left thigh. And got Olsen out on the double play as well at second. And the balk is called, which will bring in Caden Washa. So it's now 3-0. Now they're going to discuss things, and Coach Marks comes out to question why the balk was called. It's usually what happens on the balk is he didn't come set.
Each runner's advance on base on the balk. Score is now 3-0. Runner at second. Crazinger still the batter.
So Dreschmeyer now at second, and Washa comes in to score the third run. Runner goes to third, swing and a miss, throw down the third. And my goodness, Wyatt Anderson just having a stressful time over there at third for Boscobel.
Dreschmeyer steals third.
As Dreschmeyer advances to third. Very aggressive base running by the Cardinals. Hazley's pitch. Foul back. 0-2. I wasn't sure what the balk was called, but usually when they do that, it's the pitcher doesn't come set. Foul back when he's in the stretch. Hazley going from the windup here so he can see the runner clearly. 0-2. Popped up. Foul territory. And a great catch by Wyatt Anderson. Couple of errors, but yet he gets the great foul ball catch to end the bottom of the second. Another run in for Highland. We head to the third, 3-0 Cardinals. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new express lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's fat bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
We're back here at Blair Taylor High School on the northwest side of Blair. Joe Anderson, Steve Maves bringing you this D4 sectional semifinal game between Highland and Boscobel. Head to the top of the third inning. Wyatt Anderson having some defensive issues at third, and then to end the inning has a great over-the-shoulder catch to end the inning. But he's had 3 errors here in the first 2 innings. Drew Sander, Gunnar Wayne, and Wyatt Anderson, 7, 8, 9 hitters in the lineup for Boscobel due here in the third. Zadrazil, the pitch, low and away. 2 Ks so far for Coyer, no walks. Six up, 6 down. Strike, no. Two and 0 the count. Outside, ball 3. Boscobel comes into this game with the number 8 seed. The pitch. Strike. The pitch. Outside for ball 4. First walk given up by Zadrazil, and the second base runner for the Bulldogs here in this matchup. Todd Miller, the other base runner, with a single. I forgot to say that there was one hit in the first. And this is Gunnar Wayne, the right fielder, the number 8 batter in the lineup. Strike called on the inside corner. Sun's starting to slowly peek out as the clouds break up. This is supposed to be the nicest day of the week. Bunts brings Dorota up on the corner. And Zadrazil will step off. Dorota in on the grass. Bunted foul. The lost art of bunting. You want to deaden the ball and put it down a baseline. So if you're Gunnar Wayne, you're trying to shoot it down either first or third base, most likely third, as the runner will go from first. The pitch, low for a ball. 1-2 the count to Gunnar Wayne. Zadrazil, the winningest pitcher on the staff for Highland, with 8 wins. Throw over to first, he's back in time. Highland plays in the Six Rivers Conference. And they finished 4th. Outside for a ball. River Ridge in first, Belmont in second. Belmont was a co-champ with River Ridge, and Belmont is taking on Johnson Creek today in the sectionals. Fly ball to right field. And got him. He called safe. My goodness, close play. And the Cardinals are left kind of speechless. As Wes Krasinger came up with it clean, but apparently didn't get it into the first baseman in time. So nobody out here in the top of the third. And the Bulldogs have something going here as Wyatt Anderson steps in the bat. And that pitch inside for a ball. Now 2-0. Collier Zadrazil had been cruising here through 2 and gave up a walk and a single. Get something going for the... And he just got back in time to Drew Sander. That was a great deep play put on by the Cardinals. Dreschmeyer put that tag on, but not in time. And Drew Sander is lucky he didn't get knocked out. Swing and a miss for a strike. Two and one now the count. Here's the pitch. Strike, 2-2. Bases still occupied at first and second. And down on strikes and threw it in the right field. And they're going to send the runner. And he's safe at home. So Boscobel manufactures a run. They get something out of nothing. As Sander does come in to score.
Anderson strikes out for the Bulldogs with the pickoff throw to first. Sends the runner to second.
Anderson out on strikes. Sander will score. Wayne will go to second base. Some errors going on. And just like that, it's 2-1. And the Bulldogs living up to their uniforms from the 83 White Sox winning ugly here. Doesn't make any difference how you score. You just get the score over. Wayne at second, Anderson out, and then Cameron Luce will step in. Cameron Luce, that is, excuse me. And one away. As Anderson got the strikeout, Washa tried to gun out Wayne at first, and the ball went into right field. And with all the hullabaloo going on, Sanders scored from second, and Wayne ends up there. High fly ball, center field. Cooper Olson calls for it. Catch is made. Runner will tag and go to third. Throws offline, so a sac fly for Cameron Luce.
Sacrifice fly to center field for Cameron Luce, who moved Gunnar
So
Wayne
Wayne will advance to third, and it'll bring up Briar
And with
Wayne.
2 outs, Boscobel sends up their shortstop number 1, Briar Wayne.
And now a throwing error has led to a score now for the Bulldogs. Time is called, and we're going to get a balk, our second balk of the game, and we're tied. As Wayne will come in. Now, I'm not quite sure what happened there. They're going to discuss it. And they're going to say the run does count. So a balk for each team has led to a run scoring. My goodness sakes. And we're tied at 2. And Briar Wayne and I think what happened is the other guys are discussing it to our left. If you're going to throw over the third, you have to come set. And apparently Zadrazil did not. So we've had 2 balks called. One for each team, both on the pitcher not coming set before throwing to a base. It's led to us for a 2-2 tie. Fly ball right field. Krasinger makes the catch. And that will end the inning, but holy smokes, what an inning for Boscobel as they come back for 2 to tie it. We head to the bottom of the third. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chip's Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chip's complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chip's Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Back here at Blair Taylor, it's 3-2 Highland. I got a little excited and thought we were tied. Highland did score that third run in the bottom of the second. They will bring to the plate Bennett Smith, Jack Terrell, and Coyer Zadrazil. Landon Hazley still on the hill for Bosco. First pitch popped to left field. Miller calls for it and makes the catch for the first out. So Bennett Smith flies out to left. for out number 1. Jack Terrell, 1 for 1 in the afternoon.
And with 1 out and nobody on.
Base is empty. Shaky first couple of innings for Landon Hazley. Couple of errors by the defense and a balk by Hazley helped lead to 3 runs scored for Highland. That ball, fly ball, right center field, back off the wall, and it bounces over for a ground rule double for Jack Terrell. Hit on the warning track and bounced over the fence. So Terrell on second with 1 out, and Coyer Zadrazil, who brought in a run by being hit by a pitch in the first inning.
With 1 out, it's now number 4, the Cardinal pitcher, Coyer Zadrazil.
And those pants are getting a little higher on Hazley's legs. There's a young fellow from the Minnesota Twins that wears them like shorts. I know. Fall back. I mean, I'm good with the socks and the stirrups, but I don't like it when they wear them like long pants. I know that's the style, but you can also have your pant legs up a little too high, too. 0-2 now to Zadrazil. Landis Newberry on deck. Steve Maves will bring you the championship game between Pittsville and either of these two teams. Ground ball right off the wickets of Wyatt Anderson. Bounces over. And another error on Anderson. Every ground ball seems to find him. He did make a great catch to end the second. And we've got a courtesy runner, number 24, for Highland. And that is Travis Aloisi. I think I said that right, correct? Aloisi? Some of the names have changed in Highland since I was there from 86 to 88. A couple are the same. High fly ball left field. Miller, it's going to go over his head. That's going to bring in a run. And they're going to hold the runner up at third. So an RBI single for Landis Newberry. Brings in Terrell from third.
Rushes an RBI double to left field.
Zadrazil now, Aloisi at third. And Newberry at second.
For the Cardinal catcher,
Caden Washa, 1 for 1, scored the third run. First pitch, fly ball left field, far enough to score. Play at the plate, and he's in. So a sac fly RBI for Caden Washa. Brings in Aloisi from third. And Newberry now at third, and the Cardinals with 2 more here in the bottom of the third. Brings up the top of the order, and Cooper Olson. Cooper 1 for 2. Foul down the third baseline. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 here in the third for Highland. Shout out to all of our fans from both Boscobel and Highland who have tuned in. Ground ball to short. Wayne scoops it, goes over the first. They'll get the out to end the inning. But what an inning it was for Highlands. They score 2 more to increase their lead to 5-2. We head to the top of the fourth. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Dutch Boys Durafighter Interior Paint is a paint and primer in one that provides tough, lasting protection. Get a gallon starting at $22.49 after rebate. Give your space the platinum treatment with Platinum Plus Interior Paint. It's a premium paint and primer in one with a protective finish that guards against scuffs, spills, and stains. Pick up a gallon starting at $37.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school baseball. Sectional semifinal, number 8 Boscobel, number 6 Highland. Top of the 4th inning. We've got a good crowd watching here. Thanks for tuning in. Leave a positive comment on the YouTube channel, and I'll give you some recognition on the air. Top of the 4th for Boscobel, and they will bring up Todd Miller, Jaron Wiaki, and Kipton Brown. Coyer Zadrazil in his 4th inning of work here now. Starts him out with ball 1. Zadrazil with 3 strikeouts, one walk, and a balk. The pitch, ball 2. So thanks for tuning in. We've got a good crowd tuned in this afternoon. A trifecta on the network here from Blair Taylor. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Pittsville with the win over Blair Taylor in Game 1. We're here in Game 2. And pitch low and inside for a ball. Three and 1 the count. Flare foul down the third baseline. Full count to Miller. Wearing the stirrups the old style like I used to 45 years ago. Ground ball. Terrell scoops it over to Smith in time. 1 up, 1 down. Brings up Jaron Wiaki. Wiaki, a strikeout victim in the 2nd inning.
1 out for Boscobel's catcher, number 6, Jaron Wiaki.
My friend John Hayden from high school and college, he says work's a little slow today, so trying to catch an inning or two. I like the cheap seats out in the outfield. It is a beautiful facility here at Blair Taylor. It's just wonderful. I mean, you got a lot of seating right around the backstop, and that hill is outstanding to set up your lawn chairs or a blanket or whatever. Ground ball, base hit to right for Wiaki. So 1 out base hit for Wiaki brings up Kipton Brown, who's a strikeout victim in the 2nd. So thanks, John, for chiming in. John, of course, high school chum of mine and college as well, and now basking in Florida.
With 1 out, the Bulldogs will send up their second baseman, number 16.
Wouldn't mind setting up a tent on his lawn from November to March. I'm not a snow person. This is Kipton Brown. First pitch is a strike.
Courtesy running for the Bulldogs, Carter Walzoff.
Pitch low. Carter Molzoff, the courtesy runner for Boscobel at first. Throw over to first. Back in time. Looking for other people to chime in and say hi. Steve, the multitasker. Oh, great catch by Jack Terrell. Oh, did he drop it? No, he did get it. They said he secured the ball for the out, and he tried to exchange it, and that's when the ball came out. The out call had been made. Great defensive play by Jack Terrell at second base. Caught that flare. Two-way now. Molzoff still at first. And this is Hazley, Landon Hazley, the pitcher. No stats on Boscobel.
2 outs and a 0-1 count. The Bulldog pitcher, Landon Hazley.
But they have gone a hard route to get here. Strike call. 0-2. Zadrazil gets the sign, comes set, the pitch. Little flare. It's going to go out of play, right field side. Thanks to all of our sponsors who are bringing you this game live with play-by-play. Ball is dead. Not sure why. We have a umpire exchange baseballs with the pitcher. Alrighty, count is still 0-2 to Hazley. The pitch, low for a ball. 1-2 the count. Molzoff still at first for Boscobel, but 2 away. The pitch, low for ball 2. Hazley grounded out in the second inning to Dreschmeyer at short. Ground ball through the hole at short. Base hit. Runners at first and second with 2 outs, so Hazley helps his own cause with a single to left.
2 outs, base knock to left field for Landon.
And Molzoff now at second for Boscobel.
It'll bring up number 7, first baseman, Drew Sander.
Drew Sander, the first baseman, who walked and scored the first of the 2 runs for the Bulldogs.
Courtesy running for the pitcher, Jeremiah Degenhardt.
Degenhardt, the courtesy runner for the pitcher at first, so 2 courtesy runners on the base paths for Boscobel. And time is called, and they reset. So Molzoff in scoring position at second base. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball, and now Zadrazil struggling a little bit. 2 outs, 2 on. And the number 7 hitter in the lineup for Boscobel, the batter. That's called a strike. Count even at a ball and a strike. Checks the runners. Comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Zadrazil would like to get a strikeout here, but Sander has other thoughts. Here's the pitch. Runners go. Swing and a miss, and that will end it. As Sander strikes out to end the inning. They threaten but do not score, does Boscobel. We head to the bottom of the 4th, 5-2 Highland. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, Western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and scottyspizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Number 7. Well, we've got some defensive changes going on here for Boscobel. We're kind of getting them squared away. Todd Miller now on the hill for...
Now pitching for Boscobel will be Tyler Miller.
Tyler Miller? I wrote him down as Todd, so my apologies. Yeah, it is Tyler Miller. My bad. Sorry, Boscobel friends. So Tyler Miller now on the hill for the Bulldogs as we head here to the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll take care of the defensive changes here soon enough as Landon Hazley switches to 3rd. Drew Sander goes to 2nd. And starts off John Dreschmeyer leading off the bottom of the 4th for Highland with a strike. Foul back. So the pitching line for Landon Hazley, 3 innings, 6 hits, no walks or strikeouts, 5 runs scored while he was on the hill, 1 hit batter and 1 balk. Dreschmeyer. It's now 2-2. And Tyler Miller now on the hill for Boscobel. Little number. Miller will field it over the 1st. And a high throw. And the errors continue to accumulate for the Boscobel Bulldogs.
Dreschmeyer advances to 1st on the chopper.
Who was at 1st? And don't get funny with that.
The third baseman was.
Wyatt Anderson. Okay.
Nobody out. For the Cardinals, third baseman, number 3, Davis Dorota.
Davis Dorota, the batter. I asked who was on 1st, and I thought, no, don't do the routine. Don't do the routine. Holy smokes. And hit him. Davis Dorota takes right in the back. No, he didn't. I thought he hit him.
Advances to 2nd on the pass ball.
It was a pass ball. My bad. Just the way he reacted, I thought he was hit by it. Miller's pitch, the lefty, way behind him. Here's the pitch. Inside for a strike. That's why we have younger eyes here. Count even at 1. Here's the pitch. Dribbles out of WIAA's glove. Throw down the 3rd. And here's going to go for home. And he's in. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. And the errors continue.
Score is 6-2 Highland.
Brings in the 6th run of the inning for the Cardinals. My goodness. 5 errors so far for the Bulldogs here. And Highland has taken advantage of it with some pretty strong base running. And fly ball to right field, foul by Dorota. Highland has scored in just about every which way. Balk, hit batter, error, and base hit. And a swing and a miss for the out. So Dorota goes down on strikes for the first out. But the run scores. And this brings up Wes Krasinger, the right fielder. Wes 0 for 2. Popped up, and another one popped up out of play. He's popped up to first and third. 1 out, 1 in for Highland. 2 more errors this inning for Boscobel. The windup and the pitch outside. And WIAA and Miller not seeming to be in sync. Steve is multitasking, watching another game. You can give me an update when you have a chance, sir. Swing and a miss for a strike.
Gibraltar 2, Pacelli 0.
Softball? No, baseball. Oh, Gibraltar is leading Pacelli 2-0 in the bottom of the second. You got a text from the boss. He's always watching. He's like Big Brother. Kind of like that if you watch Beverly Hills Cop and they don't want the chief to hear it and they say, he can't hear us, can you? He said, yes, he can. Strike 3 for Crazen goes down on strikes. Miller comes back with back-to-back Ks. And Bennett Smith, 1 for 2 in the afternoon. Bennett Smith, the batter. Tyler Miller, the windup and the delivery. Right down Main Street for strike 1. The pitch. Ground ball. Right back to Miller. He will make the tag for the third out. Well, another run comes in for Highland. We head to the 5th. It is 6-2 Cardinals. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Back here at Blair Taylor High School, we head to the 5th inning. Highland 6, Boscobel 2. Joe Anderson joined by Steve Maves, bringing you this exciting matchup. Winner will play for the championship and the right to go to state. They will take on number 1 seed Pittsville. And right now, Highland in the Catbird seat, leading 6-2. Gunnar Wayne, Wyatt Anderson, and Cameron Luce due up for Bosco here in the top of the 5th. Coyer Zadrazil still on the hill for Highland. 4 strikeouts and 1 walk so far, and a balk. And has only given up 4 hits. Got to be starting to think about pitch counts now, too, once you get to the 5th inning. I don't have the pitch counter. The Pitch low. Boscobel fans starting to come back to life here. Cheering their Bulldogs on. They're to our right, Highland to our left. Fly ball left field. Newberry says, I got it. And he does. So Wayne flies out to Newberry and left for the first out. That'll bring up Wyatt Anderson 0 for 1.
Out to Newberry for the first out of the inning. It'll now be the Bulldog first baseman, Wyatt Anderson.
Wyatt Anderson now at first base. Pitch outside for a ball. The pitch. Ground ball to foul down the third baseline. I always have a lot of people ask me, is the game going to be on Zaleski? And I always tell them, go to ZaleskiSports.com, click on the Live Games tab, and you will have the plethora of games on the schedule. And that pitch called for a strike. And if you have friends that you know would want to watch that are unable to come and see it live, you can copy the link and send it to them. Free of charge. Ground ball foul. Anderson hanging in there. 1-2 the count. Coyer Zadrazil for Highland. The right-hander comes set. The pitch. Fly ball to left. That's going to drop for a base hit. So Wyatt Anderson with 1 out. Base hit for him. Brings up the top of the order, and Cameron Luce. Luce 0 for 2. Flown out twice to Cooper Olson in center.
For the Bulldog leadoff man, center fielder Cameron
Highland
Luce.
Cardinals. Started my teaching career there. The building that I taught in is now a parking lot for a church. They built a brand new facility in the 1990s. The pitch, strike right down Central Avenue. And Rapids is 8th Street South. And it squirts away from Washa, but he tracks it down, and Anderson does not advance. Shout out to the people at Blair Taylor here for allowing me to sing the national anthem for this game. Much appreciated. And pitch outside for a ball. 2-1 the count. Checks the runner at first. He comes set. Snap thrower to first. You're going to notice, too, on your screen, it looks like black around the ball on the pitcher's mound and the base, home plate. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Foul ball. That's all those little rubber pellets. This is a all-turf field. Beautiful facility here in Blair Taylor. They did it right. Great press box. Great singing. Great seating. Not a bad seat in the house. 1-2. Ooh, close. Zadrazil wanted that pitch, didn't get it. Count now full, 3-2. With 1 out. And Los fouls it back, hanging on. Cameron looking to get his first hit of this game. Runner goes, pitches outside, throw down the second. Well, that was a ball 4. So Los works a walk out of Zadrazil. See, there's a lot of people are watching. And if you'd like to comment, become a subscriber to Zaleski Sports, you know what it costs you? Absolutely nothing. It's free. Fouled off for Briar Wayne. Briar in the afternoon grounded out to second and flew out to 9. Flew out to right. Yeah, it costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe to Zaleski Sports. All sorts of free games to watch throughout the year. Outside for a ball. Count even at a 1-1. So I suggest you subscribe. Zadrazil the pitch. Strike call. Steve, he's got to be around 75, 80 pitches, I would think, by now.
Pretty close.
Okay. Steve on the call for the championship game, which will be roughly 4 o'clock? 3 o'clock. Throw back to second. Got him! Zadrazil with a great move. Dreschmeyer with the tag. And Anderson out at second.
Zadrazil picks off Anderson for the second out of the inning.
That'll leave Loose at first. And he ends it out with a strikeout of Briar Wayne to get out of the pinch. We head to the bottom of the fifth. 6-2 Highland. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Doctor basically said, you're going to be in a wheelchair and walking with a walker. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's my life. That's my life story. I looked around on the internet and I found Shai at Next Step Prosthetics. And I came in and met with him and I felt so comfortable here, so unfearful. He said, we're going to get you up and walking.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Back here at Blair Taylor High School, Joe Anderson, Steve Maves, bringing you the sectional semifinal baseball game between Boscobel and Highland. 6-2 in favor of the Cardinals from Highland. Just finishing up a little bit of paperwork here. And leading off for Highland, Jack Terrell. And Jack Terrell, 2 for 2. It'll be Jack Terrell, Coyer, Zadrazil, and Landis Newberry. Second inning of On the Hill for Tyler Miller for Boscobel. High fly ball to center field. Back goes Loose. Over his head. Bounces against the wall. And a stand-up double for Jack Terrell. And Highland keeps their foot on the gas pedal here. We'll bring up Coyer Zadrazil, who was hit by a pitch and reached on an error.
Double to deep center for Jack Terrell. Puts a runner at second for Highland. Nobody out. They'll send up their pitcher, number 4, Coyer Zadrazil.
Zadrazil awaits the pitch from Miller. Here it is. Outside for a ball. Landon Hazley, the starting pitcher for Boscobel, went 3 innings. 6 hits. 1 hit batter and a balk. 5 runs came in on his time. He tried to make the play on Terrell at second, and he's back in time. Yeah, I had a nice time, had a nice chat with the Terrell boys. fouled back. Nice to see those kids again. I remember them being in 7th and 8th grade. I was skinny and had hair then too, but that's another story. 1-1 the count. Little foul ball for strike 2. Landis Newberry on deck for the Cardinals. I think the ideal spot is over in left field by the trees. You're in the shade, sitting in lounge chairs. Miller's pitch. Popped up, center field, Los drifts on. Oh, he misplayed it! And they're going to send, oh, no, they're going to hit the brakes. Oh, my goodness. Another error for Boscobel. Jack Terrell rounded third and ran into the umpire and the third baseman trying to round it. Had to hit the brakes.
Nobody out, runners at second and third.
And Squire Zadrazil reaches base as Cameron Los misplays the fly ball. We've got a courtesy runner, 24.
Courtesy running for the Cardinals, Travis Eloisi.
Travis Eloisi, courtesy running at second. That pitch outside gets away, but not enough to score, to make an attempt. Terrell's going to stay there. Aloisi at second, Terrell at third. Nobody out, and Landis Newberry with a 1-0 count. Fly ball to left center. This is going to bring in 1, if not 2. They're going to send the runner. 1 is in. 2 is in. Throw down the second, and he's there. Safe. And the Cardinals with 2 more here in the 5th. Make it 8-2. A 2 RBI single for Landis Newberry.
Now for the Cardinals, catcher Caden Washa.
And then Landis Newberry was your number 8 hitter. And Caden Washa great defensive play by Briar Wayne to get that out.
Nice grab by the shortstop, Briar Wayne, to record the first out of the inning for Boscobel.
1 down brings up the top of the order. And Cooper Olson, 5th batter of the inning. First pitch, he pops up. Briar Wayne makes the catch. Back-to-back putouts for Mr. Wayne.
Cooper Olson pops out to Wayne for the second out of the inning.
Brings up John Dreschmeyer. John on the afternoon reached twice on errors. Actually, all 3 of the times he's been on base has been because of an error. 2 by the third baseman and 1 by the pitcher. And Miller will step off. It has been, and no pun intended, a comedy of errors for Boscobel here in this game. They have really shot themselves in the foot several times. Two, 3, 4, 6, 7 errors for the Bulldogs. And Highland taking advantage of them. Chopper foul for Dreschmeyer. Runner at second, 1 out. Landis Newberry, the runner at second for Highland. And John Dreschmeyer, the runner goes, throw down to third, and he's out. Good throw from WIAA. And that will end the inning. 2 more come in for the Cardinals. They extend their lead to 8-2. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other, and social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Back here in the top of the 6th. Tyler Miller will lead off for the Bulldogs. He tries a drag bunt, strike 1. Miller batting from the left side. Zadrazil here in inning number 6. Coach Terry Kuhl hoping to get a complete game out of him. As the Bulldogs have a hard row to hoe here, trailing by 6 with 6 outs left. Seven errors defensively for Boscobel in this matchup. And Highland has taken full advantage. And a strike called as Miller thought it was a ball. Much to the chagrin of the Boscobel fans. Count now full. Miller awaits the pitch. Zadrazil walked him. So Tyler Miller will trot to first base. And he will stay there. Jaron WIAA. 1 for 2 is Mr. WIAA. A strikeout and a single. 2 runs only in the 3rd inning for Boscobel. As Coyer Zadrazil of Highland has pitched a gem here. He's had some miscues, yes. Swing and a miss for strike 1. He struck out 5. Only walked 1. Foul back for a strike. 0-2. And down on strikes goes WIAA. For the first out here in the 6th. Kipton Brown, 0 for 2, a strikeout and a pop-up. And Boscobel needs some hits and needs to get runners on base. Snap throw to first, not in time. He's back in time. Is Tyler Miller. Landon Hazley on deck for Boscobel. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Comes set. The pitch. A little flare to center. Olson, it's got a drop. I think it was hard to pick up because the sun has now come out and you're looking right into the sun. Not making excuses, but you could kind of tell he had a hard time picking that up. As Miller will advance to second and a single for Brown. Now Landon Hazley, 1 for 2. And Coach Kuhl is going to have a mound visit. And I think we have seen the end of Coyer Zadrazil. So we're going to have a pitching change. See if we can pick up that number. Jack Terrell was the second baseman. Where's number 8? Let's see who's number 8.
Now pitching for Highland will be John Dreschmeyer.
Oh, it will be. All right, John Dreschmeyer will come in now, as I believe Coyer Zadrazil must have run out of pitches. Do some mathematics here, which is scary when I start telling people I'm doing mathematics is a scary sight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 4, 5. Pitching line for Coyer Zadrazil, 5 in the third inning, 6 hits, 2 walks, 6 Ks. 2 runs came in on his time on the hill and had a balk. As we now have coming in John Dreschmeyer. Here with 1 out in the top of the 6th. Landon Hazley, the batter. I think they just swapped Dreschmeyer and Zadrazil. Zadrazil now it's short. Strike 1.
Zadrazil, he's at second. The second baseman went to short.
Okay, thank you. Younger eyes. So Zadrazil goes to second. Terrell to short. Fly ball, right field. No, popped up. Stays in the infield. And Zadrazil gets the put out. I thought that had a chance to get out a little bit farther, but it did not. So Dreschmeyer gets his first batter out. Drew Sander. They've got runners in scoring position, but Bosco can't score. There, they get him in a pickle and a rundown. Oh, boy. A 6-5-4 put out ends the threat. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 8-2 Highland. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Jamming out to some rap here in the press box. Bottom of the 6th, and Highland leading 8-2. Tyler Miller still on the hill for the lads from Boscobel. in relief of Landon Hazley. And he will face here in the bottom of the 6th John Dreschmeyer, Davis DeRoda, and Wes Krasinger.
Leading off for the Cardinals
And the Cardinals leading by 6. The winner of this matchup will play Pittsville for the right to go to state. First pitch popped up, and it's going to be out of play. Got to be kind of awake and careful if you're in the stands at any baseball game. 0-1 the count. Inside for ball 1. Miller, the windup, the pitch. Fly ball. It's going to drop into left center. Could be extra bases. It bounces to the wall. He's going to have a double. So a leadoff double for John Dreschmeyer.
And with nobody out, Highland will send up.
Brings up Davis DeRoda. Dreschmeyer's been on base all 4 at-bats, but 3 of them have come by error. That's his first hit of the game. Little chopper. DeRoda picked up by Miller. And they get him out. Good play by Miller just in time. But Dreschmeyer will go to third.
Nice play by the pitcher Miller to retire DeRoda on the grounder. 1 out, Dreschmeyer advanced to third on the play. It'll now be the Cardinal right fielder.
Wes Krasinger. Fly ball to right. And the catch made by Gunnar Wayne. And that'll bring in the run. So a sac fly for Wes Krasinger.
Deep sacrifice fly for Krasinger will score Dreschmeyer for third.
That'll bring in the 9th run of the game for the Cardinals.
2 outs for first baseman Bennett Smith.
Bennett Smith steps in. Bennett with a single, a fly out, and a ground out. Off-speed pitch high. And WIAA wanted that. WIAA wanted that. Didn't get it. And that pitch is ball 4. And Bennett Smith tosses the bat. It'll bring up Jack Terrell.
It will now be their shortstop, Jack Terrell.
So Jack Terrell he's 3 for 3 with 2 runs scored, a single, a double, and a double. Two outs. Terrell fouls that one back. 0-2. Sun has come out. Throw over to first. Throws it away. Another error. And they're still chasing the ball. And Smith is going to end up at third. Oh, goodness.
Krasinger gets the third on the pickoff.
8th error of the game for Boscobel. They did not, in their wildest dreams, think that would happen as they came into this matchup. A very confident Bulldog team. And it ends with a strikeout. They head to the top of the 7th. 8-2 or 9-2 Highland. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Whether you need deep sleep, beauty sleep, or just need to sleep it off, Mall Furniture has a huge selection of double-sided comfort sleep mattresses. When it's time for a double, it's no trouble. You'll flip over our great prices. There's 2 great sides to this mattress story, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. It's double-sided or nothing.
Get your perfect comfort sleep mattress from Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
See you on the flip side.
Here at Blair Taylor, where Highland is 3 outs away from advancing to the sectional championship game here against Pittsville. Pittsville defeating Blair Taylor in our first game. Last chance for the Bulldogs. It'll be Drew Sander, Gunnar Wayne, and Wyatt Anderson, 7, 8, 9 hitters in the lineup. John Dreschmeyer on the hill for Highland. In relief of Coyer Zandrazil. Pitching from the windup is Dreschmeyer. The pitch, low for a ball. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss. Full count now, 3-2. And down on strikes goes Drew Sander for the first out.
Dreschmeyer strikes out Sander for the first out of the inning. With nobody on, the Bulldogs will set up number 8.
Dreschmeyer's first punch out. This is Gunnar Wayne. Gunnar with a single and a fly out to left. One down, base is empty. That pitch low for a ball. 2 teams no one thought would get here in Highland and Boscobel. And a strike. Highland, the number 6 seed, and Boscobel, the 8th seed. Strike 2. 2-2. Dreschmeyer from the windup, the pitch. And a second straight punch out. And the Bulldogs down to their last strike. Or last out, excuse me.
Wayne for the second out of the inning. It'll now be number 12, Wyatt Anderson.
And Wyatt Anderson, the last hope for Boscobel here in the top of the 7th, trailing 9-2. 1-1 the count. Fans from Highland wanted the strike call, didn't get it. Fouled off. And that will do it as the Highland Cardinals advance to the sectional championship game by the final score of 9-2. They will take on the Pittsville Panthers at 3 p.m. here on Zaleski Sports. So take care of some things. We'll be back in a couple of minutes after we get this from our friends at Nasonville Dairy.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, We ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Blair Taylor High School for this recap of the Highland versus Boscobel sectional semifinal game. 2 runs only for Boscobel in the second inning, but 8 errors led to a plethora of runs for the Highland Cardinals as they advance to the sectional championship game against Pittsville, which will be played in roughly 45 minutes. So stay tuned for that. We'll get a new feed for you. Let's look quickly at the leading hitters for Highland this afternoon. Jack Terrell was 3 for 4. And he was the leading hitter. A lot of RBIs, but a lot of errors led to runs for the Cardinals as they picked up the win 9-2. Pitching, Landon Hazley takes the loss, pitched 3 innings, 6 hits, no walks, no strikeouts, and 5 runs came in, and Tyler Miller threw the other 3 for the Bulldogs. 3 hits, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, and 4 runs came in he allowed when he was on the pitcher's mound. For Highland, the winning pitcher, Coyer Zadrazil, 5 1/3, 6 hits, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts, 2 runs allowed while he was in on the hill. And John Dreschmeyer pitched an inning and a third and nothing but zeros except for strikeouts with 3. So the Highland Cardinals, the number 6 seed in the draw, take on the number 1 seed Pittsville Panthers in the championship game, which will be in about 45 minutes here on the network of Zaleski Sports. Thanks for tuning in. We got some business to take care of. For my outstanding producer, Mr. Steve Maves, this is Joe Anderson saying thank you for watching. We'll see you at 3 o'clock for the championship game, Highland and Pittsville. Thanks for watching. See you in a bit.